Alright, let's fight Carrie. Think. There we go. There she is.
I was having such a splendid dream of screaming women, crying children, a blood-drenched castle. Oh, how wonderful it was. But you woke me from my slumber. The power of fire is mine. I will reduce you all to ashes.
Those 2 points seem kind of disconnected, but whatever, we don't judge. Alright, kind of tempted to try and build up an Ultima. Just a little bit. I get the feeling she's gonna rush right in if I start charging up something,
keep our
though.
distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
I guess I can just do that, huh? Like, it's really easy to cast magic if I don't charge it up. Whoa, geez, Astra! Whew. Oh, when you get broken, you lose up your instant ability. Oh, this is very Final Fantasy XIV sounding. It reminds me of, I think it's Lakshmi's theme? Lakshmi's? I forget how it's spelled. I'm just letting these buffs kind of waste, I guess, but... Okay, you're definitely not weak to fire, if I had to guess. Okay, ice doesn't seem like it's doing a ton either, though. Deceptively hard to block moves, not because they're hard to block. Oop, oh, damn, down I go. Oh, the ice just stays, huh? Yeah, I wonder how weak you are to water. Oh. Blade dance. Come on, give me MP, please. Nope, that was just a buff move, I guess. Okay. I hope that this QTE doesn't take away my sigils. Oh, where'd my max MP go? Well, okay, that was devastating. Okay. That's pretty funny. Man, her attacks aren't hitting. It seems like she's gonna hit and then she just doesn't do anything. Yeah, no, Zentetsuken's still pretty good though.
Be careful. Blocking those will leave a mark.
You okay on potions?
Oh, okay, that hit me. And she can really just devastate your break gauge too. Wow, yeah, she just warps right to you. Whoa! Well, real British teeth there. I didn't pay attention to her teeth, but I could see it. Wow, that attack was just devastating. Like, she just appears in front of you and hits you. Okay, Marilith is a ferocious combatant who can use her 6 arms to launch rapid consecutive attacks. The damage she can inflict with these combination attacks is tremendous, but their break damage is relatively low, making guarding... Oh, there you go! There's a reason to use guarding. making guarding an effective defense. Just be sure to watch out for her tail attack, which can deal heavy break damage. Ready yourself to block with a soul shield and stay flexible to meet her wide range of attacks. Marilith can be temporarily staggered with, dealing enough damage, giving her an opportunity to hit her with slower, more powerful blows. Her tail is also fragile, and attacks against it can more easily stagger her. Finally, make sure to watch out for her stone gaze, which can inflict petrification. Okay. Oh god, my MP is so low! How did I lose so much MP? I only died once. Oh, does Ultima lower your max MP? That would make sense. Many of Marilith's attacks are wreathed in flame, making evasion and soul shields the most effective countermeasure. Be careful not to get afflicted with elemental vulnerability against this fiery foe. Keep an eye out for her more merciless attacks, but never forget the danger presents opportunity. These attacks will often leave her wide open for counter-strikes. Use resonance to coordinate joint maneuvers with your allies, then split up. This should allow you to find a way to concentrate your attacks on Marilith's weak spot, her tail. Okay, so it seems like they know what you want. Like, there's a lot that you can do. It's just that she's also overwhelming at the same time. Oh, there's that tail.
Faster than I expected. It is. We should keep our distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
Oh, there's delays in that Ashura that really make it so that you can get hit easy. Oh, and it drains your MP or something. I just noticed my MP's even lower now. Like, what the hell? Oh, when you're broken, you probably lose MP. Like,
To a good start. Don't worry, we got this.
nope. Yeah, no, okay. Building my MP back up is going to be a pain in the ass, I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, yeah, I definitely agree that losing your MP as a punishment, it seems really pointless. Like, now I have 2 MP and it just means I have way less options to actually do stuff. Like, even, like, I got a ton of successful blocks off against Ashura, only for it to then break my guard and I lost all of it.
It's faster than I expected. It is. We should keep our distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick
Okay, that stone gaze,
what's wrong. Move.
they say watch out for it, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I can't block it. Oh, Rakshasa Slash. Oh, and down you go, apparently.
This one's got some teeth. I'm not dead
Oh.
yet.
You're not fooling anyone.
God.
Okay.
Like, it's actually pretty easy to do damage, but without MP, I just have so few options. She gets stunned really quickly, actually, it seems. But then she comes right back up, too. And like, I can't predict it fast enough for that to actually accomplish anything. That got me a little bit. Oh, man. And now it's all gone. Uh-oh, I'm in Zanshin stance. Whoops.
Almost out of potions.
Be safe, guys.
Please give me an MP boost. I desperately need it.
Give us everything you've got.
Okay, that's something.
Be a step ahead.
Wow, that was a delayed attack. There goes my break gauge.
Fire swords.
Attack,
I should've
please.
expected as much. Be
Oh,
careful.
God, that thing just jumps right to you. And yeah, I just lost over a full bar of MP, just like that. God, attack me, please. I keep guarding and it just lowers my break gauge. It's horrifying. And there goes my break gauge. And my MP. Yeah, that attack is insane. Yeah, wow. And yet it's not actually hitting me, so I'm not actually successfully blocking it either. It's pretty disastrous. Oh, and she's stunned now. Okay.
Save some of that for later. No room for mistakes.
Attack me, please. God, why do you keep doing this to me? These fake outs don't even seem intentional. See, like she lunges right at me, then just goes in another direction. Go!
Not looking good in the potion.
Oh, Flaming Asher, that's cool, God. Well, man, it's so hard to take advantage of those stuns. They don't last long at all. That Inferno seems like a good opportunity, though. Probably get some hits in there. Oh, God.
Can't be.
This is real rough to deal with. Okay, if I could just get a bit of MP back, I could take advantage of some of that stuff where she gets a lot slower and just makes like those fire things appear, the craters. But like, for real, her attacks just never seem to go towards me. God, every single time that last hit just undoes all the progress and I take some damage.
We should keep our distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick you in place. Not off to a good start. Just keep hitting them.
God, like, it's such a short window. I'm glad that's just free damage. And I do believe I have the thing with Zentetsuka that makes it so that they take more damage after getting hit by it too. It's just, again, 2 MP is just not much to work with. I could probably go back and just farm some enemies to build up my MP, but that's so dull. Oh, I wonder if I upgraded my gear, actually.
It's faster than I expected. It is. We should keep our distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
Well, that wasn't a worthwhile trade at all.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick you in place. What's wrong? Move.
Oh, it's like you're invincible when you're petrified, maybe. That is how it works in some F games. Most FF games, actually. It's just sometimes, like in 10, you can be shattered and just die instantly.
Just keep hitting them.
Wish I could use Petrify on her. Make it a purple move. Oof. No, down I go. Marilith's voice seems kind of weird, actually.
You're not fooling anyone with that.
It's weird how Blade Dance is a buff. I'm not sure. It must be like haste, maybe? God, it just keeps on missing and my guards just don't do anything. It's so annoying.
Save some of that for later. No room for mistakes.
No, God. Every time.
You okay on potions?
Like, it seems like Ashura is so easy to block, but then the last hit just destroys me. I don't even know what's happening. Like, I'm just holding down the button every single time I hear the clank. Start with at least 4. So what I hear is that in hard mode, you just get a bloodstain that lets you get all your lost MP back. Ah. Because there's some boss fights where you can parry enough to easily get your MP back, so it's not a big issue. But like it seems like with Carrie here, she keeps on doing stuff that makes it so that you get broken and then you lose MP. So it's so hard to actually get it, like, your momentum back. And there's no like really free MP attacks, because like I say, she keeps on missing.
It is. We should keep our distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
Oh, and that tail's rough too.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick you in place.
On your toes?
Oh, God. Oh, okay, she got stunned in the middle of an Astra Slash. It didn't ruin me this time. Well,
Not fooling anyone with that.
still happened. I don't even think this boss fight would be hard if I just had some more MP. Like, I don't even think I'd have to use Ultima. It was really good, but like, I think I could do fine with something else. Okay, I got Asura for once. God, that tail.
Dead yet.
Jack, say it ain't so.
Asura at least seems reliable. I wonder if you were like really good, you could use the Asura as in between blocks. Oh, whoa, hello El Kwame. Thank you for the raid. Oh shit, 8 people. Oh god, jeez.
Running low?
Gotta stay sharp, guys.
Fire swords. I should have expected as much. Be careful. Blocking
Come on,
those will
attack
leave
me,
a mark.
please. She keeps on lunging at me, then just turning around and attacking a party member. Oh, I've got a lot of MP actually. Whoa, fire Asura. Okay. Ugh. Oh, it resists Asura now? Great. Okay, I got decent MP. I should try and play it smart. Oh, or die. That works too. Hello, Aggro Tadpole. How's it going? Right now, we're trying to fight Marilith, also known as Carrie. You're not gonna stick around because you want to play this one blind? Yeah, that's understandable. See you around, El. You saw the Tulip ending and you're forever changed? Yeah, I specifically don't want to ever see how Tulip ends because I feel like that would ruin me. It's something I don't think that you're meant to see the ending of. Hello, Neon3YY too. How's it going? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Expected. It is. We should keep our distance for now.
Okay,
Look for an opening, then strike.
Scott, I just really need some MP. Desperately.
Watch out for the glint in her eyes. They'll stick you in place.
Okay, maybe I can go back to the old strat. The only thing is, I'm stuck with a mace now if I'm in this mode. Like, I can't go back or I'll lose my sigils. Oh, jeez. Thanks for the follow, Neon3YY. There's actually a character in this game called Neon. She's not with me right now. I should have actually put her in because my other characters are at max level. Please. Okay, I just need one more white magic sigil. Oh, jeez. Wow, I didn't get hit. Weird. Okay. I think I'll go for a Regenja this time. Regenga. It's not actually a job. Oh, okay. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I got 3 white magic sigils. Next up is the other magic. Going with Water Gut, I think that's the better one. It's weird, I'm used to Blizzard being the one to go for. What's the game? Oh, it's Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. It's the Team Ninja action game that's kind of a prequel to the original Final Fantasy. So this is a character from the original game back on the NES.
Careful.
But it's now a big, huge action set-piece boss fight. Yeah, the game uses the classic Final Fantasy job system. So you have all these different types of roles you can use. I'm using the expert jobs now. I've gotten through the basic jobs and the advanced jobs. Now it's the really complex stuff like this, where you can use different spells to get sigils, which makes you can cast your magic faster, but also, once I get one more black magic sigil, I can use Ultima, the best magic, and it does a lot. I managed to use it in the very first run of this fight, and it went really well, but then I lost all my MP, so now I'm trying to do it again. But I'm trying to also be very conservative and not just rush. Oh, it's stunned. Okay, okay. Ultima. Okay, it's practically gone. It's practically gone. Only a little bit of health. I can be smart about this, I think. I'll try Zantetsuka now. Oh, I missed! No! Okay, there's like no health left though. I think I can make this. I still have 5 potions. Yeah! Okay. Oh. Okay. Gone. Taken care of. We got the fire orb. We're all good now. It's either made by... Yeah, I think it's Team Ninja. I would get Ninja Theory and Team Ninja mixed up, but it's the one that didn't make DMC Devil May Cry. It's the one who makes, like...
Look.
Something. I'm blanking now, but they worked with Final Fantasy in the past to make Dissidia NT.
Not good.
Yeah, I think they make like Dead or Alive beach volleyball or something like that. I can look this up. I do have that power. I am a streamer. Is that the guy from the memes that say chaos? Yes. His name is Jack, and his goal is to kill chaos. That's what he's all about. That's his thing. I believe there was a Twitter account that was called like Neurodivergent Character of the Day or something. It said, this is Jack Garland. He's fixated on, his fixation is killing chaos to the detriment of his other social obligations. Anyways, Stranger of Paradise developer. Yeah, so it's Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo. So I believe Koei Tecmo makes things like the Warriors games, like Hyrule Warriors, I think. I'm going to check just to make sure I'm not spouting nonsense. But they make like Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, if this is the right company. If it's not, then it's something else entirely. Let's see. Notable games published. Ninja Gaiden, Dynasty Warriors, Dead or Alive, Nobunaga's Ambition, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Metroid Other M, One Piece Pirate Warriors, Persona 5 Strikers, Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Fire Emblem Three Hopes. It shouldn't be Three Houses. It says Three Houses here, but it's Three Hopes, the new game that's coming out soon. So yeah, they do a lot of like action games. Alright, so now we're back to
There you
Astos,
are.
the Dark Elf,
You really
who was just a
should
little
be
gremlin
careful
creature in the
of that
original
mist.
Final Fantasy, but
It
here
can
he's a
drag
twink.
You into the past. Or worse, turn you into a monster.
Really? You don't say. Was a heads up too much to ask for?
And deny myself the joy of a kindred spirit?
So you're a monster?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, interesting. They
I
might actually be
suppose
doing
you
that
could
right
say
now.
I am.
They're going to actually acknowledge the fact that he turns into just a horrible little gremlin monster in the actual game that this is a prequel to. Okay, I guess we can talk to some people. Should upgrade my gear for a second. This game has a weird gear system where you just get tons and tons and tons of drops every single time. Every enemy just gives you more and more stuff, so it's hard to keep track of, honestly. Just a bit. I don't have anything super strong, like stronger than what I have in terms of weapons right now, but I'm sure that'll change.
Hey, Jack, let's hear what Astos has to say.
That woman who was swallowed up by the flames. Was she a phantom too?
You're not even wrong, Neon. You get usually 5 pieces of gear per enemy. So you do get 20 pieces of gear from just a normal encounter. It's insane. It's too much. Because then they also have a gear upgrade system where you can spend stuff to make them slightly stronger, but it's going to be replaced by better gear in one mission. Every mission goes up by 5 levels.
It seems like we all made it back. I'm glad we didn't lose anyone.
It seems like it was Astos who brought us over here. Can't help but wonder why.
Okay, now I check if they have extra dialogue.
It seems like it was Astos who brought us
they
over
don't.
here.
That woman who was swallowed up by the flames. Was she a phantom too?
Hey, Jack, let's hear what Astos has to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, you can scrap gear, and you have to, because you only have 500 slots, so it fills up after 2 missions. Gremlinification of Dark Twinks, the brand new pipeline? I don't think that's new. I think that's been going on for a couple years.
Have you ever seen things in Cornelia that just don't seem to belong? Things like this tower. Lufenia leaves its detritus in our world.
Who?
Lufenia, a mysterious nation that created our world with their advanced technology, then vanished.
Yeah, so Lufenia is an ancient race from the original Final Fantasy
Although if by
1.
choice,
In the very original NES game, when you go to the Wind Temple, it is just flat out a space station. They changed it in re-releases afterwards. They made it so that it was just like a floating castle. But in the very first game, it is a space station. So yeah, they're a super advanced technological race that was barely explained upon in the original game, but it seems like they're going more into it with this game.
We have to restore the rest of the crystals. Jack, I'll leave that device to you.
Lufenia. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Worst revision ever? It's up there, honestly. It's a pretty bad one. It's such a cool, like, it's weird to think, because the game came out in, like, the 80s. This is the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy right now. This is an anniversary game I'm playing right now. So, like, for a game that old to have a twist like you go to the Temple of Wind and it's a space station is so far ahead of its time. Like, think about how straightforward Zelda has played it for all these years. You're still just going to floating temples whenever you go to that kind of thing. It's never going to be a space station. But Final Fantasy 1 in like 1986 or whatever was like, yeah, no. They had a space station. It's orbiting this planet. What do you mean? What you thought this was a fantasy game? No, it's the Final Fantasy game.
Lufenia. I feel...
So, that's Astos.
The shame this gear right now is really obscuring their faces, because there is an option to turn off headgear, but sometimes Jack's gear is a hat, like a fedora, and it looks so good, so I can't not have it.
2 down, 2 to go. Looks like our adventures as Warriors of Light aren't over just yet.
The
Ready
Final
whenever you are,
Fantasy
Jack.
was sci-fi all along? I mean, yeah, basically. Final Fantasy has always been a varying blend of fantasy and sci-fi elements. Like, some of them are super sci-fi, like 13, and some of them aren't so much. Like, 2 is probably the least, but there is still a Death Star equivalent type, like, ship that blows up towns. So, like, even then, and then, yeah, like, Final Fantasy 7 has, like, a whole dichotomy where it's one super advanced city that's basically at modern technology or beyond, and then everything else is, like, still in medieval times with castle walls and stuff. It's interesting. I love that all the settings are so different.
Cast-offs does help me stave off boredom from time to time. Best of luck reviving the rest of the crystals.
I feel like it's rare for fantasy to have a pure sci-fi spin, but it isn't that rare for them to be like, oh yes, this ancient civilization had very advanced technology and they all died. But yeah, there's also a lot of lore with the Lufenians in Dissidia. That's another anniversary game. It's a fighting game, but with lots of story. And it's also a prequel to Final Fantasy 1, so I'm really looking forward to finding out if any of this fits together with Dissidia. Because I love that game. Alright, Hollowed Massif, huh? Massif? I don't know which... So yeah, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this game has... Every single mission is a location from a previous Final Fantasy game. Except for that place. That's the tutorial area. But yeah, like there's this place is from Final Fantasy 14, this place is from Final Fantasy 4, etc., etc. There's one for each. So this level is also from something. I'm not sure which one. I can't really tell from the thumbnail. Is 11? Oh, I'm never gonna figure this out then. I never played 11. For those who don't know, 11 is an MMO. So I am not playing an MMO from the 2000s. But yeah, after beating this, it should take us to the Earth Temple, and then we'll have 3 of the orbs. No, actually, Neon is the exact opposite. Every single Final Fantasy game is its own self-contained world. So you can play any Final Fantasy. You don't have to worry about previous ones. They're not sequels to each other. There are sequels to individual ones. Like, there is a sequel to Final Fantasy X. But Final Fantasy X is not a sequel to Final Fantasy IX. Oh, another Fool's Missive. Okay. Fool's Missive 19. Okay, so there goes the theory that there's 16 of these. Yeah, so every Final Fantasy game has different lore. Like, in Final Fantasy 2, you're a part of a rebellion and you're fighting against an evil empire. It's very Star Wars. And then in Final Fantasy 12, you're also fighting against an evil empire and it's very Star Wars, but it's completely different. because it's more of like a political intrigue game. Or like Final Fantasy V is split between two worlds, and then the worlds fuse together, and it's very comedy focused kind of, but not like super jokey, but they have like some goofy lines and stuff. And yeah, like Final Fantasy VII, it's like the idea is that one corporation basically has a monopoly on all the technology in the world, and they're advancing things, and there's like a place in that world that's meant to be Asia, and they basically turned them into a tourist spot, and like they had like a war where they curb stomped them and took away their freedom. Like, yeah, every Final Fantasy has its own world, is where I'm getting at. I don't need to spend too long on this. But yeah, there's a lot to Final Fantasy because there's a lot of Final Fantasies, and each one is its own thing. So, the Hallowed Massif. The land around the Earth Crystal's temple. Oh, wait. This is Gagazet. This is Final Fantasy X's location. Okay. A lush paradise flowing with milk and honey. The foul designs of the Lufenians changed all that, and by their hand all became barren and tainted. But I get ahead of myself. This locale was modeled after a towering peak from Dimension 10. So yeah, each location is from a different dimension, and the number is just which Final Fantasy it's from. So this is Final Fantasy X's location. There's an important mountain in that place called Mount Gagazet. After being set here, the fertile valleys and rich meadows of this mountain range were transformed into an eternally frozen landscape of death. I do not imagine those who once prayed here could ever have foreseen the blasted desolation this land would become. So yeah, it's a holy mountain in Final Fantasy X. And the lore of this game seems to be that someone is just taking locations from other Final Fantasy games and just dropping them into the world of Final Fantasy I, and it's messing everything up. Which isn't super important, because Jack just wants to kill chaos. That's all he cares about. Is anyone going to destroy this milk and honey? No? Guess we need to. True, that's their goal. I mean, that's not very uncharacteristic of, like, rich, technologically advanced people to just be like, yeah, no, we there's no problems. We need to cause problems. We have the ability to, so it would be a waste to not do it. Alright, I guess I'll get these for the time being on Breaker. Still getting Tyrant EXP, even though I'm not using Tyrant. Alright, now where do I go with Sage? I should probably try some new jobs for this location. And maybe I'll do Dark Knight. I'll try having Dark Knight and Paladin active at the same time. See how that works out. Because yeah, in this game, Dark Knight and Paladin are opposites. The Dark Knight does more damage the lower its health is, and they consume their health to do more damage. And Paladin, they heal themselves with every hit, and they do more damage when they're at max health. So I feel like having them both at the same time will either cancel each other out and become useless, or be really cool. Oh yeah, so like Marvin's saying, Final Fantasy games do have recurring elements, but they're repurposed into something new. So they have, like, the summons recur a lot. They have, like, the three main summons of Final Fantasy are Ifrit, Ramuh, and Shiva, who are like the fire, ice, and thunder summons, but they have wildly different purposes depending on which game they're from. Sometimes they're just random monsters you find and then you can summon them. Sometimes they're full-on characters. Sometimes they're like a major god of that part of the world or something like that. Like it varies a lot. It's neat. Final Fantasy is a very cool, very diverse franchise that reinvents itself constantly. Katana for Dark Knight seems cool, but kind of want to use a different weapon. Maybe I'll go with Defender. Ooh, enables Tenebrous Burst. So yeah, some weapons have skills you can equip. Also, you can build, like, this game has insane customization. For those of you seeing it for the first time, you can build your combos. You have job affinity that gives you abilities. You can upgrade all of your jobs to get more stuff. It's really intense. There's a lot to do. Okay, it's Tenebrous Blast. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Definitely putting that on. Ooh, and it costs 2. Things that cost 2 MP tend to be very, very strong. Oh, so
Time for a change.
I don't think I want a hammer for Paladin. I feel like the Paladin thing is a standard sword and shield. Maybe not a blood sword. That doesn't quite sound like what they would a Paladin would use, but oh, okay. Extreme Edge is better apparently. Okay. Sometimes the summons do race carts and terrible gachas. Although it's okay. I've seen a lot of people call the Chocobo Grand Prix a gacha. There are not gacha elements.
What's up?
Like, you can't
got a
pull for
feeling,
characters. It's
but I
just
can't
got
find the
a really
words
bad
for it.
battle pass that
got
lets you grind to get like
lost.
Cloud and stuff.
Boss. Did you lose something?
Oh yeah, there is usually a Biggs and Wedge. Not always though, but a lot of Final Fantasy games do have Biggs and Wedge, which some of you might recognize as just an explicit reference to Star Wars. There's just 2 pilots in the original movie who are named Biggs and Wedge. They're friends with Luke. And yeah, for some reason they just come back in a lot of Final Fantasy games, and a lot of times they die horribly, or they're just comic relief. Holy Fang! Yeah, okay, so when you're in Holy Fang, your MP drains,
Everyone,
but as long as you're getting hits in, you gain MP back too. Okay, so now let's see how, is it just, no, it's Soul Eater. Let's see how Soul Eater works out. Yep, seems good.
Whatever doesn't kill you.
We need to patch ourselves up.
Yeah, okay, so you get MP back fast, so this seems good. It cost me my health, so, you know, I might just die suddenly because I'm not paying enough attention, but maybe it'll be fine. It does do some pretty hefty damage, I gotta say. Which it should, because, yeah, my health is down to 1 now. But that's when this comes in. Oh, down I go. Don't kill a friend. I have to kill the wolves. They're my enemies. They're working for Chaos. Okay, so if I can get this down, though, I can get Holy Fang and Soul Eater back and back so that I can get healing, and then I can get drain my health for damage and just keep going back and forth.
Whatever doesn't kill you.
at least we have time to take a breather.
But something I do know is that a bit down the Dark Knight's
That was rough.
thing, their skill tree, is an ability that makes it so that once you're at critical health, Soul Eater doesn't cost MP. So that seems like if you're good, you could really make good use of that. No, God, no. Okay, enemies do a lot of damage, so healing is not, like, perfect. Also, yeah, because my health drains, it's not exactly ideal for Paladin because they need max health in order to do real damage. Yeah, I think I might have to...
Sorry.
I don't even know how I can make good use of Dark Knight yet, honestly. Huh. Oh, okay. I thought I'd have to do something to get past that, but I guess not. Evil Hattok says, wolves are enemies? Yes. Yeah, my health is way too critical for the fact that I'm just not great at this game. Like I'm not bad, but
it's so
I can't
cold.
play super
We are
optimally.
quite
I'm
high up
I'm
after
only
all.
I'm only
Perhaps
human.
we may even have the chance to trek through a blizzard.
Really? Are you crazy?
This is one slippery slope. Watch your step.
All right, Silver Star Lobo. Guess it's time for some more Dark Knight. I don't even feel the need to use skills when I'm like this because I can just do so much damage with the darkness. Well, yeah, with these enemies that just kind of run around, it is kind of difficult to match up with them. Getting Frozen vibes from this? The distinguishing feature is that this place is that it's a holy place, and then we destroy the pillars. Yeah, we're very strong and cool like that. Okay, I feel like I can do Paladin and something or Dark Knight and something, but not both. It's too much maintenance. Maybe I'll use Liberator, because Liberator, they have Mighty Guard. They can make it so that you take less damage. So this should give me just unparalleled safety.
There you are.
Oh, the damage is so much lower though. I like my big numbers. I love my risky moves that just do tons and tons of damage. I like mulching Malboros in one move. Oh wow, Mighty Guard even makes it so that you don't flinch much.
Piece of cake.
Good job.
White Mage for
on to the
haste.
next.
Yeah, so right now I'm trying out expert jobs. The advanced jobs, I have already gotten there to the end of their trees to get to the expert jobs. So now I'm giving all these a shot and getting some abilities from them too. And then once I've got everything to a decent level, I'm going to start mixing and matching stuff to see what kind of combos I can come up with.
Time for a change.
Oops.
Not off to a good start.
Got this. We got this.
This looks good.
Nice.
I don't think that Jack's relationship with Chaos is an ex-wife type situation. I believe it is simply a platonic relationship of murder. Step 1, Mighty Guard. Step 2. Oh, did Mighty Guard just get shut off when I switched? Okay, so I guess I can't combine them quite. I am really starting to like workshop builds in my head now that I'm getting more and more stuff. Because like, the level of cross-pollination here is way beyond what I thought there would be. There's so much you can do in this game to really build up. Like, not build up wasn't the right word I was thinking of it. Oh god. But like, you can get affinity for any job, no matter what one you're using. You have 2 jobs at any given time.
I hate this.
Buffs from other jobs carry over to the job when you switch. Like, there is just a lot. Oh, this place actually is gonna have zombies, so I might want to use, maybe I'll use Paladin and Sage, because I can finally use the white magic for fighting undead enemies. Uh-oh.
Whatever doesn't kill.
See, Jack blames everything for on Chaos, but he's not wrong. Chaos is the source of most of humanity's problems.
You know, I feel like I might be pretty good at climbing.
Don't be so sure. That thought might not be your own, so I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Healing is like a rare thing in this, so I get that it doesn't do very much here. Like you get, it seems like 10% of your damage back when you have Holy Fang active. But I wish it could be a little bit more because I want to get back to max health so I can actually get a benefit out of it.
Warm welcome. Time to go.
Holy Fang will at least probably let me do extra damage here once I get back to max health. Because then I'll be doing holy damage. Everyone knows skeletons are weak to
That
holy.
was quick.
Come on, don't get pushed away from me so much. It's not helpful.
Victory was guaranteed.
Oh, no, Shushan. That's a shield from Final Fantasy XII, I believe. Man, I got so many potions too. The health approach is really paying off now. Oh, damn it. You take so much damage in this game though, I just lost everything I gained. God. Oh, wait, someone's in the chat, but I have to focus on this right now. I see a newcomer, though. My party members are almost getting to the point where they're too good and they're pushing enemies out of range before I can hit them. Hydrate? Okay, will do. I'll also have a look at who just spoke. I see this game really ups the drip in the late game. Yeah, it's getting better. Oh, oh, was I poisoned? Damn it! Help! That's what I get for looking at chat, I guess. But yeah. Hello. Is that Mascada Dud? I'm gonna say that, I guess. Okay, now to hydrate. I have died so many times just from not realizing I was poisoned and I just keel over while standing still talking to chat. Yeah, you actually can get pretty decent drip going if you assign your gear based on affinity instead of just choosing auto and putting on whatever clown shoes they want you to get the best stats.
Keep it up, everyone.
Like, I don't know what I've got right now, but if I organize things by affinity, like let's see what I've got for Paladin affinity, if anything. That, Blood Sword, okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Now back to fashion. Okay. Now let's see what else I have for paladins. Nothing. Okay. Knights are like paladins, so maybe it'll still look good. I'll just look for anything yellow, I guess. But ideally, I'll find something that's paladin. Oh, that's a cloak, though. Cloaks generally don't look great, honestly. Okay, but you can see, like here, there's the Blessed Vestment. That's good for Sage. It looks good if you put it on a Sage. But yeah, it seems like I'm lacking some good paladin stuff right now. Unfortunately. Yeah, this isn't quite working out like I was hoping it would. I guess I do have some decent looking stuff for mages. Maybe I'll just do that to show it off. Got a little drip going. Yeah, it's not terrible, but like, yeah, a really easy one is that I have some red mage gear somewhere around here. And that just looks like the classic red mage thing, so it's easy. And there we go. Oh, I guess I sold my actual red mage gear maybe, but there we go. It's a thief affinity, but it's a red mage cloak. But yeah, once you start synchronizing, it starts to add up, as you can see. And if you synchronize the affinity, you also just get benefits. It's useful to do that. Oh, was that red mage? Okay. Oh, and I've already got red boots on. So yeah, now it starts to work. Oh, wait, if I missed some stuff going on in chat, hold on. Yeah, so your affinity does influence how much EXP you get. So it pays to have some variety going, because you'll gradually level up everything a little bit. Versus if you put a bunch into one thing, you do get more XP and it's faster that way. So it is quite customizable in that end. But yeah, going for lots of the same affinity at least looks better, for sure. Honestly, we've only really just, at this point in the game, started to even see actual armor, though, in terms of the gear you get. So, like, it's still a little bit of a ways. Okay, I guess I can just go right to Holy Fang. I already have... Well, not at full health anymore. God, I just keep getting chipped. Yeah, these guys are really not great for showing off these things where I go into a mode that drains my MP, because they just jump around and I can't hit them.
That's all of them.
Right, now that I have full HP, full HP, I'll be doing at least a little bit of extra damage, so that's good. Oh yeah, I didn't actually finish reading chat. Got that KH1 Riku style? Well, that's not ideal. Jackie or Jordans are fake. I don't think he really cares what he looks like. He just wants to kill Chaos, honestly. Am I interested in the new Kirby? Actually, as it happened, because of the success of that Raid Shadow Legends stream, the sponsorship went really well. I'm going to stream it this Friday when it comes out. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. Yeah, the full sets do just look nice, but affinity bonuses do really pay off. Like, it is, like, once you get into like the 200% affinity stuff, you get some really nice stuff going in terms of benefits. So like, you can't go wrong.
No sweat. Barely even worth the trouble.
Oh, well, I guess I should have seen that coming.
Wow, so your prediction came true. And we made it across the spine. Finally lucky.
Come on. There we go. Break. Oh, you're going to get a prime sub? Nice.
Desperate.
I think I need to play a little bit more defensively, but honestly, my allies are so aggressive that It doesn't even seem worth it to do that. But my health is low. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, God. Chakra. I don't have enough for chakra. Damn it. Rough. That's so rough. Yeah, something I don't like about how Soul Eater and Holy Fang drain your MP so much is that you can't use your R2 skills very much. Like, I'm sure if you were really good you could, if you knew what you're doing really well, but as it stands, I can only, like, break even, basically. Oh, hey, is this... I think this is flat out the location from 10, with the pillars. There's been pillars before, but there's a part where there's a specific arrangement of pillars. Yeah, they're not even paying attention to me.
Aw, poor things.
Oh. Nope. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Well, I'm just completely ignoring Liberator now. Liberator does seem like Liberator and Rune Knight both seem like they're meant for multiplayer. Like, they have stuff that just makes me think that it's for when you get past the actual story and start doing stuff online. I'm really excited to see the upgraded copy abilities in Kirby as well. I think those are going to be really fun.